Once that missile strike hits, it's lights out.
How did you feel?
What up, old school?
What's happening, bro?
How you doing,
Look,
champ?
after watching that debacle, we just had to talk about this.
What up, Cash? What up, all things? How y'all doing, man?
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, that's all that's in here right now. So spill your spiel.
All right. We saw Shakur Foster not let his hands go. You got the judges watching Robson come forward. He's not doing too much of shit, but he's being aggressive. Foster is running in circles, not letting his hands go. He's throwing a punch here, a punch there. Some of them ain't even hitting shit.
I got some footage from that too, man. If you wanna, I can show you a couple.
Yeah, this is just going to be a short
where,
mob. If they strike this one, they strike it. Oh well.
Yeah, I don't really care. It's off a bootleg site, but what boxing fans fail to realize is like these fucking guys listen to these commentators talk while the fight's going on, and they're polluting people's minds. It's just fucking bad. Tim Bradley should be removed from announcing any fucking thing. Like it's downright despicable. And I'll play a couple clips of where there's nothing going on, and he's just acting like. Here we go, bro. I'll play a couple here. Let's listen to what Tim Bradley's got to say here. It's just absolutely fucking preposterous. Fucking Tim Bradley is
Look, besides what he's saying, all right, you can't. Oh God, you can't keep leaving these fights in the judges' hands. Foster this isn't the first time he's done this. You can't keep going backwards, side to side, and not throwing punches. Conceição is throwing punches. They might not all be hitting, but he's being aggressive. This is what the judge is looking at.
Them judges
They're
can't
not
hear
giving
anything that Bradley's saying. It's crazy.
Yeah, but Foster's not giving the judges anything to judge.
I know. A punch here, a jab there.
Yeah.
Like they want to give all these points for defensive fucking fighting, and it's not crowd pleasing. It doesn't draw tickets into the next fight. These guys got to learn that pure boxing is not it. You got to fight. What did Floyd Mayweather used to say about fighting?
Yeah, you got to win the fight.
You absolutely have to fight sometimes. You can't just be on your back foot throwing one little bitch ass jab, two little bitch ass jabs. The other guy out threw him by 240 something punches. I think that's what.
Oh, wait a minute. That's what I wanted to talk about too. Did you see the punch stats? I don't know who the hell was counting punches, but I don't know what the shit they were looking at.
Facts, bro. Like, what in the Shakur fight? Like, they showed the punch stats after like the first 4 or 5 rounds, and they were talking about Shakur that had all these fucking punches. When what? Not a single
I was like,
bro.
what the hell are you looking at? Dude, I was literally screaming at the TV.
Yeah, bro. It was that was a robbery. I'm not gonna fucking say it wasn't. I thought Shock won, but it just goes to show, dude, you can't be in there with your hands in your pockets, bro. This is a
bro.
fight. It's a fucking fight.
Well, like the other day, I said it before. You know, you look at Floyd. Floyd went out there and swung.
Floyd fought.
You look at Whitaker. He went out there and swung. Neither one of them had killer power, but they got out there and they fought. These young guys today are not doing that.
They're not. And another thing is, like, you know, I'm talking to you guys in the chat, and I'm talking to my family in the Apple chat and shit. And it's like they don't want to give points for Artem's work, but they want to give twice as much points for the punches Shakur lands, which you and I both know them punches ain't hard, devastating shots. The kid's got less than a 50% knockout rate. Like, you can't be giving him double points for his punches and absolutely none for Artem's work. Like, whether if we're both throwing pillows, each punch counts the same. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If we're both swinging pillows around, I'm counting each pillow strike the fucking same. I'm not giving Shakur more for his pillow strikes. You see the way he was following him around the ring too in the middle of the fight? In straight lines, didn't even know how to cut him off until his grandpa told him how to cut him off in the corner. Said, if I don't stop him, I'm going to quit boxing. Do you think the Tank fans from Baltimore are going to be clamoring to match those two up now? I want Tank to fight Shakur. I know who Shakur is. I don't like his fighting style, and I clearly hate on the kid sometimes, and I'll admit that. But because I'm sick and tired of being told he's the greatest thing since sliced bread and on this mythical fucking level that nobody's ever seen before. And then when he gets in there with B fighter, fucking Artem Haratunian,
Bro, look.
he won a lot of rounds, but where's this superstar? Where's this elite fucking talent that nobody could possibly fuck with? I don't see it, dog. I don't see it. I never have, and I never will. And holy spiritual, I had it 7-5. I had it 8-4, Shakur. But them commentators are fucking brutal, dude. Tim Bradley is like, I don't even understand what he's talking about half the time. And it's like, I expect more out of him because I've watched him in the boxing ring. I've watched every single one of Tim Bradley's fights. He was a warrior and can fight his ass off. But talking about it and announcing the fights, fuck out of here.
He ain't got a
dog.
clue.
Fuck out of here.
Dude, he's biased as hell.
He is extremely biased to the A side and whoever that is on Top Rank at the time. It's a fucking joke, dude. And it's got me kind of fucking mad. So I don't know if the Tank fans from Baltimore or the Tankamaniacs, because we're Tank fans, but we're not them. You know what I mean?
Right.
I just think Tank is a different level of fighter just because of what he's shown me in the ring. And it's not because I like the dude's tattoos or any goofy fucking goofball shit like that. It's because I see it in the ring. I see the fucking talent.
Well, bro, thank God. Thank God Shakur picked it up.
Him, but he should have stopped him and fucking done all this spectacular shit that he leads us to believe he's going to do. If you thought that was like a complete fucking outclassing, that's crazy to me, because I had it 8-4, but a lot of rounds I gave to Shakur, I could have gave to Artem. But I was giving the swing rounds to Shakur because I thought that's what the judges would do. Yeah, I mean, he was putting shots on Shakur, and if this fight told us anything,
Shakur can be hit.
He can be hit a lot. And if he ain't on his bike, he's going to get touched up. And Tank is going to follow him around, cut that fucking ring off. I bet you Shakur doesn't mention Tank anymore for a little while until he gets another fight or signs his deal somewhere.
No, he wants that money, bro. He's gonna talk Tank. But look, what I was trying to say is, look, at least Shakur picked it up towards the second half of the fight. He finally started letting his hands go some. Thank God. But
he did, man.
He got hit a lot more than everybody keeps talking about. And he's just masterclass defensive fighter. He was getting hit. If that was Tank doing the hitting, dude, he wouldn't have made it.
Did you watch the Zepeda fight?
Huh?
Tonight? Did you watch the Zepeda fight tonight?
No, I didn't.
You were watching all Top Rank. Yeah, Zepeda's work rate is something tremendous, man. That kid's a problem, man. It's an ugly fight for anybody, but Shakur, I don't know if he gets out of that one after I looked at this one tonight. I watched both the fights. I'm on some double dipping degenerate shit, bro. I got the phone in one hand, tablet over here, the fucking TV on, dude. The only reason I know I'm biased as shit, Tommy. I admit that. I think Tank fucks that kid up. Easy. Easy, especially you can't keep that little guy off you. That shit don't go any way but one, dog.
Look, Shakur did what he had to do. He
He
went
did.
in there towards the back of the fight. He was doing exactly what he had to do. He fought his ass off, but in the beginning of the fight, he had me worried, bro.
He did. The beginning of the Shakur fight was like, oh my God, I hope to God he's just feeling
What
him
did he
out.
throw? One punch in the first round.
One punch, one landed punch. But the punch stats on Top Rank are so fucking skewed that it's like, man, they're just fucking polluting boxing fans' minds, bro, with the shit they're saying. Because it's
Dude, I'm
not,
sitting there
that's not
watching.
what's going on. That is
They,
not what's going on inside the ring. What Tim Bradley is, this mythical fucking, it's like, oh my God, dude, what the fuck
dude,
are you
when
looking
they
at?
first put out the punch stats for Conseco and Foster, I was like, you have got to be effing kidding me. You know?
That's biased towards Shakur there, Tommy, because if you think it's because Shakur allowed him to punch him, that's crazy. Artem was putting punches on him all night. I know you guys don't want to give the B side any credit for any punches, but I have eyeballs and I ain't listening to Tim fucking Bradley. I'm watching. I'm going to stop him. And if I don't, I'm going to quit boxing, is what was said in the fourth round fight. How you doing tonight, champ? Thank you for tapping in. I appreciate you, dog. But did you hear that in the commentary? Shakur is like, I swear I'm quitting boxing if I don't stop him. Like, for the whole nation to see, everybody that was watching that fight, and I'm sure a lot of people tuned into that fight because it's free, it's on ESPN, and it's a possible face of boxing opponent. And everybody was clamoring for Shakur to come out there and put some shit on Artem from the opening bell.
Hey,
And that's
put the
just
link
not
in
what
for
happened.
Tommy.
All right, Tommy, hold up, dog. Let me drop the link from my homie real quick. Let me see. Guess. Invite
Tommy's my
guest.
guy, man. I want to hear what he's
Copy
got to
link.
say.
I love Tommy. Tommy is my motherfucking dog. He knows I got a bias towards Tank and shit. All right, how do I get the comment in there? I did that shit last night. I got to do it with my phone. Shit, I shared the link with you, right?
Yeah.
Earlier.
I wouldn't be if you didn't.
Right? Here, let me fucking I gotta come in with my phone. Talk a little shit.
Oh man. Look, I was very disappointed in the beginning of the fight. I thought Shakur should have come out, opened up a little bit. He didn't do that. By about the fifth round, he started catching what he was doing. He started timing Artem, and he started fighting his fight. Uh, he can't do that with Tank. He really can't. Um, and let's talk also about the Foster fight. I heard a lot of people yelling robbery, 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 and no, it wasn't a robbery. It really wasn't. The kid needed to let his hands go. He held his hands way too damn much. Conseco kept coming forward. He's throwing to the body. He's landing. Some are landing, some ain't. But when you have Foster holding his hands and not throwing, you know, too many rounds went by like that.
Yep. Too many lows in the action, too much BS going on. Like, you gotta throw punches, dog. They're not gonna
And,
give anybody any fucking handouts, dude.
and let's face it, these judges, half of them don't even know what the shit they're looking at. All they're looking at is aggression. If somebody looks aggressive, they give them the damn rounds.
What did I say last night, too? If you're a boxer, you should know who the fuck is judging your fight and how they judge them fights. Simple as that. If they're a
They were not.
heavy action type of judge, you gotta fucking go with the action and win the fight the way the three judges that are judging your fight will judge that fight. because
Right.
shit like this happens. I think the shock robbery was a fucking flat out robbery. There's nothing that, it is what it is, dog. So it was a
Exactly,
robbery,
Kaz.
but
What's up, my guy?
what's up, Tommy? That don't change the fact you got to throw punches. What's up, homie?
What's
happening,
up,
gentlemen?
Tommy?
What's happening, gentlemen? Give me 1 second. Let me try to get this Bluetooth on.
You got it, champ. It wasn't effective aggression. What's up, Triple OG Kaz? How you doing tonight, champ? It wasn't effective aggression, and that's a fact. Like, clean, effective punching it matters in boxing, and apparently them judges thought Conceição had the more clean, more effective punching.
No
And
way, man.
Listen, bro, I get it. They thought that. I didn't think that. I thought easily boxed his way to victory. Do I like to watch that shit? Absolutely not. But
Look, I actually picked
a winner.
Robson to win, but when the fight opened up and I saw him missing and throwing recklessly, I was like, "Oh God! All you got to do is pick up the pace, and you can beat this dude. You can actually get him out of there." But he did not do that. He didn't. He wouldn't let his damn hands go. And Conceição just kept coming forward, swinging and swinging and swinging. And that's what the judges went off of. They went off his aggression because he sure wasn't hitting crap.
Yeah. Thank you, Miss Do. I appreciate you. Ms.
All right, I
Deuce
finally
in the
got you
house
guys
in
on
the
Blue.
crib. What's up, Tommy?
Hey, what's happening, fellas, man? I was just enjoying that fine night of boxing. It wasn't the greatest night of boxing, man.
It
But
wasn't,
y'all tripping with Shakur, man. Y'all are tripping with Shakur. Autumn landed a few body shots in the early, a few. When he was throwing up top, Shakur was picking most of them off, blocking. I mean, you must have been counting the shots. He was hitting Shakur in his arm and in his glove and shit.
I
But he
will
barely
give
touched
this,
Shakur.
though.
I
He
can't wait
was
till
parrying. He was doing some good
yeah, he was
parrying. I gotta
parrying.
rewatch it. He was doing well.
He was doing
He
some
was doing
good
well, man.
parrying. In rounds 9 and 10, Autumn landed a few shots, but Shakur was right in front of him. He was trying to trap him off. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do the best job of cutting off the ring. That's the only criticism I got of him. He admitted that himself. I thought he did. I thought he did great, man.
I thought
Well,
so
Y'all
too,
tripping.
buddy.
I thought from round 6 on was all Shakur. I'll be honest. The opening rounds though, I didn't see it that way. I just didn't.
I didn't
The
either.
opening round.
Out of the first 4 rounds, I gave Artem 3.
I
You
had
know,
it 3-3 after 6, or 4-2, 3-3. That's what I'm talking about. I gave Shakur the swing round. Then I thought there was like 1 or 2 swing rounds, but I thought Shakur showed that he'll stay in the pocket. But I gotta wonder how hard Artem is punching, because we seen De Los Santos fight, and one little punch had Shakur on some "I'm out of here" shit. He wasn't standing in the pocket with him like that.
I was
And
beginning to
I don't
wonder
know.
if
I
Shakur.
don't even know if I would call it him standing in the pocket tonight. He stands just outside of the pocket, waiting to attack from mid-range. It's not quite the pocket. The pocket is when you're right there. Both guys can get hit. It's not that's mid-range to outside boxing is what he does. That's not the pocket.
The problem is though, when Shakur did try to stand in there with him, Autumn was out of there. He got on his bike. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
can't blame
yeah.
Shakur for that one.
I think he got hit with body shot. I think Shakur was onto something in the pre-fight build-up, talking about, you do your sit-ups and shit. Shakur hurt him like 4 times with right body shots.
He
And
did.
that's why Artem got on his bike. You know what I mean? That's what I would do too. At that time, I think getting on your bike is all right if you're hurt by a shot. But then he settled down and he got in the pocket and he was letting his hands go, whether they were blocked, parried, or body shot. That's something that I'll have to watch later on tape. And I'm actually proud to say this. This is the first Shakur Stevenson fight I'll go back and watch again.
Yeah,
Right.
I think Autumn
Very
beats a lot of
first.
35.
I want to go back and watch it again too.
Yeah, and I don't say that about his fights. Tommy knows what the fuck.
I gotta
You know
ask
what?
both of y'all something. What
Uh huh.
the hell did y'all think of the Keyshawn fight? And sorry, Miss Du, I gotta go there.
I
I
thought,
thought.
man. Go ahead, Tommy. Go ahead, Tommy.
Now, I thought Keyshawn did good, man. He was faced with something he was never faced with before. This is the hardest hitting dude he ever been in there with. The dude must have had a granite chin because Keyshawn was hitting him with everything he had in combination. The dude was picking him up, trying to slam him. You know what I'm saying? I thought he did great. He was very, very active.
But
He was extremely active. He went up and down to the body, to the head. I thought he did great.
to
Yeah,
me,
either.
I
Go
did
ahead.
not
Go ahead,
like
my
the
bad.
clinching. And I'll be honest, if I would have been the referee, I would have started taking points for the clinching.
That was a
It got
dirty,
to the
dirty
point
fight.
where every time the old boy would get close to Keyshawn, he'd grab him. He'd throw a couple punches, grab him immediately. Like he didn't want to get hit by this dude. And I understand the dude hits hard, but he was doing it so damn much. I'm like, come on, brother. The guy can't even get a punch off.
Yeah.
And the ref's doing nothing about it.
Shakur hit, or Keyshawn hit him with
Keyshawn.
350 flush fucking power shots. Didn't even move, buddy.
How
Either
about-
he's got the fucking granite chin of America or Mexico, or Keyshawn can't punch. It's one of the two. He didn't even have a cherry spot on him, and you would see it.
Keyshawn has pop. I don't think he's got no big time power. He's definitely got pop, and if he
He's
hits
got a
you enough,
little
he's getting
something.
you out of there. He's an
Got a
accumulation
little something.
puncher. But
Yeah.
this
Yep.
this dude here didn't even get a chance to get his shots off. I didn't know why. I don't know why the referee was like, "Come on, man, y'all got to quit clinching. I'm gonna start taking points if you keep grabbing the man on the way in and don't even let him swing."
Yo.
I would like to look up. I would like to look up his record, Madueño, and see who he fought, man. 'Cause I've heard his name before, unless it's another Madueño.
No, we watched a little bit of tape. Ant pulled it up the other day on Casual's Corner, and Madueno punching, bro. Like that was a step up fight for Keyshawn for sure. Like, I mean, I know he's been fighting halfway decent competition, but I mean, to be calling like the two guys I want to see Keyshawn against, he wouldn't dare mutter their name. And I think I speak for old school. I know the two guys he wants to see him against, and one of them name is Andy, and the other one name is Shakur. And I don't think we'll get either one of those.
I,
He ain't trying to
I
see
don't.
none
Yeah, I
of
don't
that.
think he wins either one of them. So
No
Well, bro,
doubt.
according to rumor, in sparring, Shakur supposedly slept Keyshawn in sparring.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it, bro.
well,
These
bro, the
boys be
way
going to war in these fucking sparring sessions nowadays, and they shouldn't. That's how years get taken off your career over here having a pissing contest in sparring. God, that's where guys lose all the fucking brain cells and end up in the fucking ER, and later on in life they can't talk like James Toney. You know what I mean? It's from being in them fucking
Yeah.
gyms, letting your hands go all the time, and then going into the ring with 8-ounce gloves on and letting your hands go all the time with no caution to the wind. So I don't blame Shakur and these guys the way they fight defensively. It's just not my flavor, and I'd much rather see a knockout and a guy going for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Laying it all on the line. I'm just sick of the talking and not performing. I mean, I'm gonna give Shakur a B for that performance. I'm gonna give Keyshawn a B too. It was good. He was hitting dude a lot, but
What was
them
Keyshawn
shits
lacking?
didn't do
What would have made that performance an A for Keyshawn?
nothing, bro. His shot selection was
not
great.
clinching as much and
Yeah,
fighting
that's
his way out.
bullshit. The to me, like,
Mm.
I say if you're not cheating, you're not trying. But man, the dirty tactics I see out of that stable and their fighters, bro, it's clean dirty shit. So I guess I'm not that mad about it. But man, that ref was only warning Madueno. He was
Right.
only on his shit. Like, I seen so many times where Keyshawn had his glove palm up in his nose, elbow, And it was a rough
elbow,
fight. You're
forearm in
supposed
the
to do
man's
that.
up under the man's chin, smashing
Yeah,
him
all
like
that
that.
shit, man.
It's a
Yeah,
top ranked card. You know what I'm saying? The ref is in there protecting the top ranked fighter.
yeah.
We see that
Well,
all too often, man.
To me,
I'm getting sick
Keyshawn
of the
was
top
not
rank
handling
shit.
the aggression all that well. Now I can see why Andy Cruz gave him such a problem because Andy Cruz is an aggressive dude, bro. He is coming at you,
Yeah,
But
like a
he moves.
crazy man. Uh,
Moves like water.
superb defense on top of it.
huh?
No, I said he does all that. He comes at you offensively, lets his hands go, and he's got a superb defense.
Right.
Defensively responsible. And he's with Bozy now. Damn, dog. He
Yeah, man.
fights just like a little mini Boots too. It's kind of crazy to see. It looks like Doctor Evil and Mini Me with them two, bro. Their last two fights, bro. You could go back and watch them and like put. I've done this with shorts and shit and put their shit together, and they do the same movement and they're catching shots the same way. Bozy does not play about getting hit, but I like the way he teaches defense. It's in the pocket defense. You ain't on mid range or borderline outside. You're in the fucking pocket fighting and catching and shooting. That's my favorite type of fighting that comes out of Philly and Boots and the way Bozy trains these kids. And I can't wait for next week, matter of fact. That was a great test for Keyshawn, though. I thought so, man. I thought Dueno was tough as fucking nails, bro. He
Yeah,
just
he
kept
is.
coming, taking shots, flush shots. Keyshawn
That
fought
is
his
an
ass off.
aggressive dude, bro. And he's got. I'll tell you what. He. I want to see him. I want to see that dude fight some more, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Did Shane win,
Yo, his
dog?
face must be made of marble, bro. He didn't have a single bruise, swollen
Nothing.
lip, swollen nose, nothing.
The beard hairs were all in perfect place too. Like he was taking fucking damage, dog. He didn't even have like that was crazy. It's some Canelo shit, dude. But Canelo's nose at least gets red and shit after eating all them jabs. Buddy didn't even look like he was in a fucking fight at
And I know he
all,
was
dog.
I know he was feeling them shots, man.
He had to have been, right? Like, god
His head
damn.
is killing him right now.
I know I was talking shit in the Apple chat, but I was just like, some of them shots were like, God damn, bro. He didn't even like, yeah, I mean, he didn't even acknowledge he got punched. Like, didn't even stop, dude. He just kept coming straight, bro. Shit was crazy. I think that fight either stole the show or the 8 rounder between Calvin Johnson and Kevin. No, Kevin Johnson and Calvin Davis. I thought that
I
was a
missed that
pretty
one.
good little scrap, bro. Yeah, they were fighting, dog. Kevin was bleeding from the nose and shit. They were fighting, dog. That was a good little 8 rounder, bro.
I'm
I
not a
was
fan of
shocked it was
Keyshawn.
only 8. Calvin Davis.
Yeah, Kelvin.
He fought his. Yeah, me neither. I don't think he's. You know what I mean? I think they all believe in Keyshawn because Keyshawn's the goods out of the DB3 brothers. I like
Yeah.
what Keyshawn does. He got a good shot selection, man. He knows exactly what punch to throw, when to throw it. And who knows, maybe his next fight, some of them shots knock a person out. But that, as far as Medueno goes, yeah, I
Bro,
don't think
I
Tank
think
would have knocked
I'd
him
like
out.
to see that dude and De Los Santos. And I think he
Hey,
sweeps De Los Santos.
yo, that dude is punching, bro, and Keyshawn
He
stayed
might.
right there for that shit. It was a good little scrap, man. I was impressed overall with the top ranked card. Just the announcers, get them the fuck out of here. I can't stand what Tim Bradley's over there fabricating. This shit is just totally annoying, and it's not what's going on in the ring.
There was one.
But the reason why I wanted to go live, bro, is because of the damn punch stats and what they were saying. I'm like, what the hell are these people talking
Fuck,
about?
right, dude? Them punch stats were fucking off by a mile, dog.
Well,
Like,
they were saying scrams. They're saying Autumn landed like 15% of his shots. That seemed
yeah,
about accurate to me, man. I don't know if it's exactly accurate or not. I don't know. I didn't calculate it, but it looked about right.
the whole thing with power is there is no learning. You can get a little bit, you can sharpen up on technique, you can sharpen up on a couple things, sitting down on your punches a little bit, but power is God gifted. It's either you
Right.
have it or you don't. And you normally know by like 16. And you even know, like with Tank, they knew he had punching power since he was a little jit. So they knew right off the rip. It's a heavy hand thing. It's a bone structure thing. You can look at a string bean, but he got some heavy bones. Punch you upside the head, you're gonna know it and be like, "Holy fuck!" You know what I'm saying? Punchers are not made; they're born, dog. And it's as
So
So
is
simple as
Abdullah
that.
Mason a real puncher, or is it just because of the dudes he fighting right now? Because he looked good.
Like, see, that's
but that
I
dude can
know,
crack.
bro. Fucking A. I don't know how to rate it yet because I see the way his timing and his placement and his IQ and his shot selection is fucking second to none. And I'd put that kid up there with the best of them at 135 right now. I think he's a contender, but I do need to
Yeah.
see him in some step up fights. I need to see him in with a guy like Madueno. Let me see that next. Why not
Oh, how
put
about
him in
him and
there with?
Keyshawn?
I know we want to see that, but they got teams and handlers and movers and boxing fans. We can never wait. We always want to see the best fighting the best at all
So
times.
does Foster got a rematch clause?
Oh, man, I hope so, bro. Because I don't.
I
As
think
much as I don't
I think if he
like
goes back and he looks at the tape, bro, and sees how he didn't let his hands go, he'll realize how he lost the fight. And I think if he takes a rematch, I think he does a lot better. But he was the faster man. He had the faster hands. He reacted faster. Everything about him said he should have beat this dude. Even though I picked Robson to win, I didn't know Robson was going to look that damn pathetic. But he should have won that fight easily, and instead, oh my god, bro, he just ruined it.
Yeah, man. Hi, Miss Joette. Thanks for stopping through. Um, I think I don't like the pure boxing aspect of boxing. I know people love that shit and it's like art and hit and not be hit. I like a good old fashioned fucking fight, man. With boxing gloves, hand to hand combat. And I think these guys need to learn to fight a little bit more. And like I said yesterday, learn who's judging your fucking fight so shit like that does not happen. Yeah, it's easy to go on BoxRec and look up the three judges that they just had in that fight. And I bet if anybody does a little bit of homework and goes checks out them three judges, I bet you all three judges score for, or there one guy scored it for shock, and that was even a close fight, like 7-5. I think he had it scored. Go look at the other two judges. I bet you they like pressure. I bet you they like the Mexican style of boxing more than they like the pure
It had
boxing.
to be aggression because that's what I kept thinking as
Yes.
as I'm watching what they're doing. They had to
All it,
be judging off aggression,
that's all it could be because Conceição's barely landing shots.
right,
I mean, he landed, but he really didn't land many,
dude?
man.
He was so open to be
Yeah,
hit,
he didn't.
and Foster just would not hit him.
You're right.
I didn't understand that at all, bro. The man had the
That's why he
faster
lost.
hands, and I kept waiting on him to let his hands go, and he would not do it. It's
The
almost like watching AB.
Yeah, the whole make 'em miss, that's a two-part sentence. You have to make them pay to make that sentence work. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
If you're just making a miss, you're just fucking doing defense and ineffective aggression and trying to catch and parry shots. And the other guy is throwing 10, 15 punches by the time you throw one bitch ass jab. That's why you got robbed. Throw a right hand behind that jab every once in a while. Stop being afraid to get fucking hit. You're gonna take hits in a bot. You're gonna take punches, dog. This is hand-to-hand combat. You got to get in there and fight a little bit. By the seventh round, I don't know how his trainer wasn't like, "Yo, fight him inside a little bit, fight him in the pocket a little bit, stay in there and rough it up with him a little bit." Either that, or he felt Conceição's punch, which barely none landed. I just don't understand why he had that game plan the way he did and didn't put some shit together. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make them miss and then you gotta make them pay.
Comes down
Simple
to
as
one
that,
thing
bro.
with that too, man. I don't remember the order of all these little rules, But when it comes to scoring a fight, I do remember the first thing you consider is effective aggression, and
Yeah.
that's what he lacked. I still
Yep.
thought he
Well,
won the fight, but that's what he lacked.
my dad believed in uh the best defense is a solid offense. You know,
Yep. I
and
know
these guys
exactly.
just don't do that. They're so worried about getting hit. I mean, that's maybe I'm wrong,
They
but that's the
come
way it
off
looks
as
to me.
scared. Yeah,
You
as
know?
okay, let's say a judge is a little bit more than a casual, but if they come to see a fight too, to me the pure boxer looks fucking scared to get hit all the time. I mean, and some people like that, some people don't. But to me, it looks like they're afraid to fucking fight. And that effective aggression thing is big in the sport of boxing. I don't want people to screw up my words and think that I don't think Shock got robbed because I most certainly think he got robbed. That was a fucking robbery of epic proportions. But I also think you gotta let your fucking hands go a little bit more. And I bet you Shock thinks the same thing right now too.
Bro, as soon as he
Um,
goes
Yeah,
back and watches the damn film, I guarantee he's gonna know.
yeah, that one had my eyes heavy in like the 11th round, and then the 12th. Then the decision came out, and you called. I was like, oh, shit. That joint had me getting visited by the Sandman there, bro. He was sprinkling some shit on the eyelids there. I was ready
Dude,
to fall asleep and shit.
I was getting
But
so worked up, bro. I'm sitting there watching this and I'm like, oh Jesus, what is going on here? Bro, look,
yeah,
it's hard for me, bro. I come from the old school where I watched the best fight the best back in the
Marvin
day, man.
Hagler,
And them guys were aggressive as hell. You know,
Marvin
you
fucking
just don't
Hagler.
see that anymore.
Yeah, bro. Marvin Hagler was one of the best boxers to ever walk planet Earth, but he ain't never
yeah,
cared about no fucking make 'em miss, make 'em pay shit. We're just gonna stand here and we're gonna get at it, and I'm
Yeah,
gonna
bro.
outdog you.
been
I'm gonna
excellent
Errol
defense.
Spence you. Yeah, he did. He did. He made you miss, but I don't. I think that was more out of instinct than that's the game plan. I think he came to inflict damage. A good defense is a great offense. You
But
know what I
I'm
mean?
not mad because for example, D1, let's just say you got two fighters and you got one dude that has he's a killer. He's a straight knockout artist, and you got one dude that he can't punch for shit. He has to fight defensive. He has to
Hmm.
hit and not be hit. You know what I'm saying? You can't judge him, or you guys got to judge him by effective aggression, punches landed, clean shots.
Defense, all that good shit. I hear that, and that's why it always comes down to this for me. It's the power is the cheat code in this boxing. I don't pick Tank because I
I
think he's
agree.
the best fucking boxer on the planet. I think he's a good boxer, and as a talented a boxer as all of them. But I think he's got the cheat code. I think you got to fight a different fight when you're fighting Tank, and I take all of that shit into consideration when I make these picks with these guys. I watch fighting. That's all I fucking do, man. And I know what power is. It's the end all be all. It's the fucking domino. It's the fucking two of spades, dog. We got this. And that's why I pick the little guy from Baltimore every time. Don't none of these
Yeah,
dudes stand a chance.
I don't see
The
no one
kid
beating
that
him. I don't see no one in that
no,
division beating him.
I think Shakur will get him like 5 rounds, 7-5 if it went to decision. But I think Tank beats him on effective aggression and the clean, effective punching. Because Shakur's
Yeah,
output isn't all that. You giving
Shakur
Tank
could be a
time?
little too conservative, like
Mm-hmm.
whereas, for example, when I seen him fighting tonight, he's watching Artem. He's going after him a little bit. He's letting his hands go in spots. In the end, he tried to cut him off and tried to engage him. He wanted to finish him towards the end of the fight. But even with the dude, he's so much better than he's conservative. That's just his nature, man. He ain't gonna take a whole lot of risk. When he get in there with Tank and you feel that power coming, he's gonna be on his bike. He's gonna be very conservative. You know what I'm saying? And
Very.
I don't think
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be enough to win.
If
Right. And
Edwin,
you know damn good well the judges are going to look at Tank's aggression and they're going to give it to him,
well,
even
yeah,
even
and
if it goes to decision.
you got to land 5 bitch ass punches to get credit for one of his big punches because the judges are looking at them punches the same way we are as fans. He's cracking. and one of his shots is doing 3, 4, 5 punch damage. And it is what it is, dog.
Look,
It is that easy.
in the
So,
end, this was a much better win for Shakur compared to that last fight. Let's give him that much. I still think Calvin and him will wait a couple fights before they fight him. They're gonna want to see more.
yeah.
I agree.
Did you guys see this? What Mr. Joy's talking about? Ryan got escorted. Right. Did you see Ryan getting kicked out of his brother's fight tonight? The fans were booing him and talking shit to him. So all of his
Really?
bodyguards had to skirt his pussy ass out.
I
No,
never
but
seen
I
that
wish
fight.
I did because I thought it was fucking despicable for two sloppy ass men to ask me for $50 fucking to watch your bitch ass fight. Fuck out of here, Jorge Masvidal and Nate Diaz. Did you watch the Jake Paul fucking fight versus Nate Diaz? That guy's got some audacity asking somebody to pay $50 to watch him in a sport he's not good at. Fuck out of here, Nate Diaz. $50.
Really.
What? And I buy all the pay-per-views. I just you got to be shitting me. I almost
Who won that
almost
fight?
had to grab the fire stick. I don't know. Do you guys know who won? Comment. Okello? Anybody? Yep, got dropped and stopped. Ooh, did
Man,
Ryan's brother
I
lose?
don't pay
Ryan's
attention
bro
to the
got beat
gimmick
up.
fights, bro.
Yeah, no, you don't. But Ryan's brother got stopped. I mean, people said he was getting beat up. I seen the highlight. I don't think he
So
should
wait
have
a
been
minute.
stopped.
So Ryan showed up to the event, yet Oscar just
I
finished
thought he
telling
was in
everybody
rehab.
that he went into rehab.
Yeah, bro. That's rehabs for quitters, dog. He said,
Unbelievable.
I'm
Yeah,
good. 2 hours of counseling. I'm out of here. You know what I mean?
Ryan ain't
I'm
quit.
gonna go.
He's doubling down on statements and all kind of shit, man. He's out of
They ain't
control.
letting him back in boxing, bro. Because if he
Quit,
doesn't go to
quitting.
rehab and he doesn't show some kind of remorse that he's trying to change himself, they not gonna let him back in. I don't give a fuck how much money he brings.
Facts, bro. Listen, I don't know, bro. I think he got more suspended for the tomfoolery in the fight build up. You know what I'm saying? I think that shit was more of that because the scientists and everybody that top guys that know what PEDs actually do and which ones are which and that's what they do for a living. They're scientists. They all say that shit was probably contamination. But I'm not going to get into that right now. I think they suspended him for the failure to notify because that's all they could have suspended him for. But he got such a lengthy suspension because of the tomfoolery. And it's really not. And you guys see Mauricio Suleiman suspended him concurrent with his suspension he's running now. So really, the WBC, what the fuck are you doing? Blowing smoke? You fucking
Bro,
with us here?
every
You know what I'm
time
saying?
Ryan opens his mouth and says something stupid, somebody ought to punch his dad right in the head. I'll be honest.
What? Ryan's dad gets punched in the head?
I said every time Ryan opens his big mouth and says something stupid, his dad needs to get punched in the head
Listen,
for not raising the kid right.
I think everybody blames that racism remark and shit that Ryan just went through on his father because that's where that shit gets taught at, bro, and at home in the household. And then he's talking that stupid shit to Bill Haney during the fucking first press conference with the nappy hair and shit. Just completely out of pocket, bro. Out of line, out of pocket, all that bullshit, bro. It's crazy. It's
Ryan
making a
takes the cake,
mockery.
though, man.
Bro, he probably never had any rules in that house. Let's be honest. He probably didn't. He
No,
probably
he's a golden
walked all
child,
over
bro.
his parents. Now his parents
Yeah.
step back into his life because they want part of that money he's got.
I know what it's like to have a golden child, and he tries to walk all over. He tries to discipline his ass. He ain't listening to shit. I got a 17-year-old. You know what I mean? But there ain't one thing that's taught around here is you're respecting your elders and everybody around you, regardless to shape, size, or form, man.
Well, dude,
It's just downright
I
despicable.
told my kids growing up, all of them, my girls and my boys, you so much as curse me, you so much as curse a freaking grown up around me, and if I find out about it, I will put my hand through your face. And if you want to call the cops, I'm gonna beat you until the cops get there because I'm gonna give them something to take me to jail for.
Yeah, fuck it. We might as well make this worth the fucking trip.
So
All
my
parties
kids
involved.
knew better to act stupid around me, which I never had that problem because they just knew I raised them right.
It's a respect thing.
I had rules, just like I had rules growing up.
Yeah, man. It's the whole respect thing. You can't do shit with respect, but respect it, no matter where you're at in life on this planet. You show respect, people will show you respect.
Yeah,
There's nothing you can do about it.
exactly.
What's up, Tommy Hill? How you doing, champ?
Man, you know you guys got the best hand, man. I'm just trying to check and see what I got in mind, dog. That's it. That's all.
Mr. Hill, what's happening, brother?
What you
Listening
think
to
about
this
the shot
commentary,
fight?
I thought this is honest, man. I'm gonna shoot straight.
Facts, Cash.
Shock was winning. Excuse me, early, and then somewhere along the line, the nigga stopped punching. Bottom line, and while he did cleanly land more punches, and while he cleanly countered a lot of his punches, there was a time where Conceição just started throwing, and his was landing too. They wasn't landing at a high clip, but they were landing too. But a lot of them just looked like they were scoring because there was nothing coming back.
Right.
So you know,
5-1.
You get to a point where you're a champion. You got to show them that you're a champion. And in them rounds that was the championship rounds, who was doing the work?
Yeah.
So now he could have very well won the fight, but they're not going to score, especially how you saw those judges scoring the fights all night long and how they've been scoring fights.
Right.
You don't leave that. I mean, the realest ish that was said today in the corner was by what's his name? By Wally Moses, where he said, look, man, you can't leave it in these people's hands. You don't know what they'll do. You talking about you comfortably ahead. You better throw some punches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
throw some punches. Because they can take it from you if they want to. And that's a true statement. And they need to, all these judges, especially the ones with the suspect scoring cards, they need to be put under investigation for real. It's happening every single weekend. There's a card that you be like, what?
What's up, Horry?
Who selects these judges?
So while you know,
the judge?
I say from my bad, Tommy. Go ahead and say what you were saying.
No, that's my bad. I cut you off by accident. No, I'm just saying I want to know how they selected. That's all.
But yeah, I would like to know too.
Ex-boxers as judges.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because these judges don't know what the shit they're looking at.
Or referee.
Tim Bradley.
Or referee. Man, and Tim Bradley's, man, that's Captain Corporate, dog. That's his new nickname. Oh, yeah. Captain Corporate.
Captain Corporate.
Would say whatever they tell him, he got like a cue card that he has to read off of or some stuff like that. So he can fulfill his quotas and get his pay. Because he be talking some nonsense, man.
Look, bro, you got people like Evander Holyfield, you got Riddick Bowe, you got Lennox Lewis. All these guys don't have no ties to anybody. Why are they making these guys judges instead of putting these idiots in there who don't know what the hell they're looking at?
I don't think it's a matter of them knowing what the hell they're looking at. I think they're corrupted, man.
Yeah, they are corrupted, and I'm convinced of that. I'm convinced of that.
Boxer, whether it's going to be a boxer, engineer, politician, I don't care who you put in there. If they could be corrupted, they're going to corrupt them. That's why I want these judges are selected. Who selects them? Is it like who selects them? Athletic Commission, the promotional company, who does it?
I don't know, bro, and I know a lot about this shit, and I think I would know if I knew where the fuck they come from and how they get selected, man. But I just implore fighters to know who the fuck is judging your fight and know how they judge these fights. It is detrimental to your career and your future and all that good shit, because you're an undefeated fighter. You go out there and get robbed.
Well, you know they don't say follow the money. Look at everybody's damn bank accounts before and after the fight.
Yo, shout out Cat Sports, the box story. He said it's cheating. Bottom line, everybody got their price.
Yes, sir. That's
So he
it.
along the
That's why
same
you
lines
look
as
at
you,
their
Tommy.
finances. Follow the money. It tells you everything.
No, that's real talk. And
But
they make
listen,
big money in boxing, so you follow the money. You follow the
yeah,
you find out where you place your bets.
yeah.
Bro,
So
when that shit happened with Barroso and Rolly, I kept yelling in the chat, what
That was the
the
ref.
hell isn't somebody checking Steele's freaking bank accounts?
Yeah.
man, that was a bad that was bad, man.
Thanks,
Especially when you had
Darius.
you juxtaposed it with the fact that he let Badu Jack bleed out damn near to death
Yo,
in his fight.
right, bro? The Badu Jack fight, and then that fucking like Tony
Yes, how
Weeks
do you
has
go
seen too
from
many
letting the
fucking
guy
beatings, so
how
now
do you
he's
go from
scared
letting
to
the guy
take it
damn near
away.
bleed to death to a guy who don't even get hit?
Exactly.
Please
I don't
explain
know,
that to
dog.
me.
I don't know, dog. Hey, Darius, salute to you, champ. Thank you for stopping through, man. I appreciate the kind words, bro. Like for you to stop back, we'll hook you up real quick.
Yeah,
As a
Darius is my
moderator.
guy. That's my guy right
Yeah, I
there.
know. I've seen him in chats before and shit.
Look, I
Yeah,
just letting everybody know
go
we're
on,
not
go
going to do
go
this all the
go on,
time. I
go on.
just felt like we had to speak on this crap.
Oh, no, man, nothing wrong with it. Unless
Hey,
if
Raquello
BN
brings
doing
up a
it,
good point.
because
Dig
usually
that.
BN cap do the after caps, man. But I don't know how he feeling, man. He just got out the hospital. And you yourself just getting out the hospital, man. We can't get you riled up. You got to enhance your calm as well, too.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to
Nah,
do, bro. I get riled
you
up
get
at the drop
angry,
of a
dog.
hat.
You
But
get angry over an
If you'd have
interview.
seen me watching
but
this fight tonight, dude, I was damn near shadow boxing.
let me tell you about this card, bro. This
I
card
shadow
was
box every
it was
fight.
competition driven. They put this card together so these people would want to step their game up. So
Yep.
tonight in the 135 division, who stepped their game up?
Dula Mason, big
Mm.
time.
Big
Abdullah,
time.
the
Yep.
Big
shining star
time.
out of all of them.
He made the statement of the night.
Yeah, that kid's nice, bro.
Did not
I'm
make
very big on him.
excuses. Did not underperform. Did not overpromise. The man kept his mouth quiet, went in there and do what he do. Now,
Yep.
I'm not gonna say too much
Please.
about Keyshawn Davis, mainly because I don't want to catch that 86 blicky that Mrs. Just do got him.
Yeah, that shit's fire.
But also because besides all the grappling and the nonsense that he was doing in the ring with both of them was guilty. He was
Bro,
actually
that's what I don't understand. Why wasn't the ref separating these guys? I
the
mean,
ref.
come on.
The ref was there
It
for
was
a
like
paycheck.
That fucking
I've
ref
never
is
seen a
brutal.
wrestling match and a boxing match before.
The ref was simply there for a paycheck. And this is for him to look good because that was a good opponent that he was against. Madueno's slow. He's like what you call diminutive, and on top of that, he isn't the quickest person, but that dude does hit hard and he can take a shot. And I mean, he was taking shots
Fucking
all
his
night
beard hair
long.
is made out
And the
of
man
Teflon,
kept
dog.
coming.
That fucking beard was wrapped
Eshawn
in
was putting
Teflon.
some things on him, dog.
Bruh,
Fucking
like in the Rocky and Apollo, when Apollo's trainer told Apollo, he's like, the man keeps coming after you.
That shit was crazy, dog.
But see, that's the thing,
You
man.
see
Like,
Keyshawn's face though in the middle of the fight. He's tagging off on dude, and he just can't believe it. It's
nah,
like,
nah.
bro,
Hey,
We
but did
don't
you
need that
believe it
kind
though,
of man.
D1?
he's
Did you
shocked,
believe it
dog.
when he believes that he
No,
got that
I
he
was
got that
starting to
ooh
feel bad for him. I'm like,
yeah.
God damn. Everybody in the Apple chat's like, bro, fucking stop the fight. Fucking Tim Bradley, stop the fight. Oh, they should stop this. Keyshawn just laying punch after punch, perfect punch placement, shot selection, hammer after hammer, and the dude is just keeps
Just
coming
keep coming.
forward.
He was
At
just
some
keep
Dude.
point in that fight, you got no choice but to DDT his ass.
like
Bro, I ain't
Jake.
gonna lie, I like that dude. I
He
want to see him
did
fight
though.
again.
Wow, get
Though
your
he
ass
did
out of
beat
here,
you.
dog.
He
Fucking
definitely did that in
DDT
the
him.
corner.
I said, you little dirty motherfucker. Bomax fighters are fucking all dirty.
Yeah, they are.
But I don't know why I was so aggravated. I was fucking reading too many comments.
Okay, so
and
now
chats.
Cash Crypto asked a great question. How you get booed at
Sure,
home?
man.
Now let's talk about that. Let's talk about
Pretty
that.
hard to do.
They were booing, dude. They were Audi 5 easy at the fucking 12th round. They were exiting stage right. There wasn't
that
a
was the saddest
stoppage.
sight. That was the saddest sight.
Yeah, it
Now,
didn't help his
I
stock.
don't think
See,
that's what you do to show support to your
I'm
fighter.
I'm torn. I've been asking people to show me the special in Shakur all fucking week. Give me a round, a timestamp, anywhere where this special fucking mythical shit happened. And I think Artem has got a pedigree. I'm higher on Frank than most people are now because Tank knocked him out. But I know he can fight, man. That kid can box, and he's got a little crack to him. I think Tank is just a different beast. But I thought Shakur, to me, like the way he fought and he sat there just outside of the pocket where he's comfortable, and then he got closer, and then he got closer, and by the championship rounds, he was in that pocket trying to get, I mean, I would even say from like the 8th round on, he was trying to get that shit. But at certain times, this is where your muscle memory is king in this game. Remember that. He's blocking punches and not remembering that he's out there to stop this fucking guy. You gotta place some shots together. You can't be always in the Philly shell catching and shit. Fuck them punches. Them punches ain't hurt you all fight. Put some shit together on his ass and get him the fuck out of here. He was saying he wanted to. He said, I'm gonna quit boxing if I don't.
See, he say a lot of stuff that he shouldn't be saying. Matter of fact, they need to take a camera
on
away from
national
him.
TV, bro. Like this is
that's gonna
on
be that.
ES fucking PN. That's what's gonna be replayed. Twitter
You
is
ain't
having a
live.
fucking stomp out right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are.
Tankamaniacs, they are cooking him. The Tankamaniacs are cooking his ass, bro. Guaranteed.
Well,
all over Twitter.
but this is the thing for me. This is the thing for me.
Shakur feels like.
Oh, you gonna play something?
No, I'm gonna play this one little clip because this is what Shakur should be.
And then I want to talk about that because I think
this is what Shaki's feeling right now.
Could have won, but they didn't. Right? Okay, then that's their problem. A whole bunch of mothers would have won, should have won, could have won, but they didn't. Right?
That's my dog, right there. Roger be talking to everybody still, and it's way after the fact.
So I want to piggyback on that conversation you guys had regarding Shakur. I agree with both you and Tommy. I think that Shakur,
what's up, big
no
man?
matter when he could be on autopilot where the punches could just be flowing, but he's always got that hesitation in the back of his.
That's what I'm saying, Tom. That's where muscle memory and being a defensive fighter, when you're trying to get somebody out of there, you can't get into that. You gotta be on kill. You gotta be on kill mode.
That's his nature, right? So he never gonna go against his nature. Cause I mean, defense first. And making sure nothing comes back in. I don't want to get hit. Now, the thing about it, because like you said, CompuBox is some straight up BS. And in all ESPN fights, especially with Shakur cards, they be some serious BS. They'll say that he ain't never got touched. You can't tell me that he was not getting touched. Now, he was touching the hell out of Artem. No doubt about that. But he was getting hit too.
Yeah, he was.
Same thing. The head. He got hit to the body. Barely took any shots to the head.
But that's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem with Keyshawn too. Keyshawn should have been going to the body. This Mickey Freaky had a watermelon head. You not gonna knock that Mickey Freaky out hitting him in the head. You not.
No.
I don't know if y'all noticed, but them body shots Keyshawn was taking were hurting him.
They were.
Yeah, they were. That dude got some heavy hands.
I've seen him grimace a few times when he got hit to the body.
Cam Boxworth, the lick, got 28 knockouts.
But you name me one fighter that likes to get hit in the body. Don't nobody like that.
That's a whole fact.
So why not attack the body? You want to get him out of there, attack the body. Shakur is sitting there arguing with his grandfather. His grandfather giving him sound advice.
Right.
Sound advice. That was a bad look.
Hey, what up, homie?
That was a bad look.
He brings up a very good point.
Yeah, shout out to the good brother, Chad. Go ahead, Tommy.
No, I was going to comment on the comment Jay Dixon saying that Shakur stands straight up and it takes power out of his shots because he's always straight up. And one of the things I noticed tonight is that when Shakur isn't close, he doesn't get no leverage. He doesn't really get no power on this shit. He's throwing arm punches in close.
Oh yeah,
Now that you
always
can't
throwing on punches.
close, you got to dig. You have to sit on it. You win close. You know what I'm saying?
He's
That was a
not
great
real
point.
southpaw. He just stands that way. He takes half of his fucking power out of the game by having your strong hand first. And on top of the fact, you're standing up like a fucking Jack Johnson in the 1920s with just in the Philly shell, but you're so straight up. Yeah. I see a lot that he has to work on. Like, crouch down a little bit, kid. Get comfortable in there. Stop being worried about getting punched. You're gonna get hit. Catch and shoot. Stop worrying.
This is another thing too. He has to accept accountability. He's saying my dude is in survival mode. My dude was in front of him.
My boy Jay ain't cooking.
Now there were some times where he got hit and he had to circle around and get out of there because he was touched. But for the most part, he was there for him to do some stuff. He just wasn't listening to his grandpa. Grandpa telling him put them punches together.
I'll tell you another thing that didn't help Shakur tonight is Artem just fought a really good southpaw in Frank Martin, and it matters, bro. Like when it's a rare thing to fight a close stance fight with another southpaw when you're a southpaw. You know what I'm saying? So Artem just fought a lefty. It helps him in the way he was stepping around to the weak. That's shit that you know what I mean? You're in two camps in a row. He took this fight on short notice, somewhat short notice. But that shit matters, bro. And that's why Tank fighting all these southpaws in a row. It's only adding to the case of why.
Hey, Tommy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We got to get your take on something, man.
What's that?
That accountability and him going back and forth with his uncle in the corner. I mean, with his grandpa in the corner.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. The going back and forth. He was doing that a little too much. He was too happy. He in the corner laughing like in a half jokey mood, like going back and forth with him. His grandfather told him that you got to start using the jab. If you use that jab, you're gonna get him out of here. And he didn't start doing that to the very end of the fight. So yeah, I agree with you on that, man. He definitely needs to take instruction better.
These guys
He really
don't
does, man, because
understand.
you're not going to develop.
That jab, working your way in with that jab, doubling and tripling it up and single and changing the cadence on that jab. It's the key to fighting, man.
Ain't that what his grandpa was telling him?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can turn the hardest fight in the world into the easiest fight in the world. You just use that fucking jab. Any fighter against any fighter. These guys don't use their jabs nearly enough. That's why somebody like Devin Haney gets labeled as having the fucking best jab in boxing right now, which is complete cap. There's never been a more cap story told on these YouTube streets than Devin Haney has a good fucking jab, because it's just not true.
So let me ask you this.
Saying here, that's what I'm saying. Like, to be so special, I don't see him fight any other way but one.
J.A., are you at work? I know you're not at work right now.
Oh, and here,
you drop that link for J.A.
Tommy.
Oh yeah, that's why I wanted Tommy to give his take. I just wanted
stories, dog.
I just wanted him to talk so somebody could get their little make that. I just wanted Tommy to talk so somebody can get pleased.
So,
you want some bullshit?
No. But seriously, I want your take, like, because accountability is a big part of the ring. Oh, definitely. Planet can come up here. I'll drop the link. Yeah, I'll drop the link. I'll drop it.
I don't know, like, bro. I forget how to drop the link on this bitch every time I go.
Don't even trip. I got you.
No, dog. Fuck it, hey. This is crazy.
Tom's the link master.
I do all this shit from an iPad. I just got to do a better job of uploading the clips and the way I wanted me and William to do this shit. Yeah, I mean, label the clips so I'm not grabbing the wrong
Bro,
clip.
that
I
link
got a
you
whole bunch
sent
of
me,
shit in store for next week, guaranteed.
a link you sent me early, and you told me to drop it in KQ's chat. I couldn't. When you texted it to me, I could not get that thing to copy and paste
Yeah,
it all out
it
of the
must
text.
have been a bad link. I don't know. So I think sometimes that shit happens though.
So I had to go all the way back to Instagram to go get the link I've been using.
Oh damn! I didn't save it.
I got you, dog.
I didn't save it. I thought I had it saved, but I don't have it saved.
No,
I
how
got
do I
somebody
join the
else's
chat?
link.
How do I join the chat? You can't from there. Here. All right, I got it.
Yeah,
Give me
you
1
about to
second,
join.
Planet.
My
Give me
bad,
1
Planet
second.
Dog. I didn't save that damn thing. I thought I
You're good.
still
I
had
just
it.
gotta go in there. I'll paste it in 2 seconds from my
Let me
cell
see if I
phone.
can get it. Hold on.
I got it. It's
All right.
2 seconds. My shit's just loaded. I have my because I switched between 2 YouTube accounts on here, and I just had to switch it over. I'll be getting crossed up, dog.
Yeah, I'll be trying to get Planet to come up because him and J.A. always be constantly cooking. Zenith too, but Zenith damn sure not about to get up there. I don't even ask him no more. But J.A. be like either working out, busy with the kids, or at the
Zenith's a
jail.
fucking human fax machine, dog. That dude is one of the most knowledgeable boxing fans I've ever came across anywhere. And I don't give too many people compliments on that shit. Hold on 1 second.
We got to get the vanilla. We got to get the loquacious and ubiquitous one up in here too, Ham McQueen. But no, Tommy, I really wanted to know about his accountability, man, because it don't seem like he take accountability. Like he really truly could have gotten the dude out of there if he would have listened to his corner. His corner was giving him the perfect instructions, and he was combating him. And then he was like, he trying to survive. It didn't look like he was trying to survive to me.
Is there?
Yeah, I agree with you. I definitely agree with you about the accountability part, about the part about arguing with his corner. 100%. 100%. If he'd have been working that jab earlier in the night,
There we go.
it just like D1 said, it would have been a much easier fight for him.
Exactly. Big Dre, nah, I'm just cool with everybody, man. They sometimes let me come up. Trust me, I tried to get a link the other day and I kept getting denied. So, I stopped asking.
From where? Here?
Nah, not you,
Here?
dog.
Oh shit!
Nah, the holiday,
shit.
the July 4th one.
See it.
I wanted to get on, but I couldn't get on, dogs. I kept asking. It was like, nah, they ain't feeling you, Joy. So I couldn't get up there and talk.
You're a goat out here, and they should give you respect regardless, man.
I was that video that day, though.
The link's in the chat, boys.
The link is in the chat. It's effective.
It is lit.
Yeah, man. Did Shakur help or hurt his case?
As far as what?
He helped.
As far as what? Hurt his case for what?
To get
A fight with Tank?
Yeah.
Man, who is better than Shakur?
He helped.
Lomachenko.
The only fights that he could fight that would be Lomachenko and probably Sabeda.
But let's face it, dude. He didn't have to set the bar too high to get over that last fight anyway.
Oh, somebody got to turn the mute.
You got to turn it down or mute.
But let's face it, dude. He didn't have to set the bar too high to get over that last fight anyway.
Yeah, somebody got to be there.
Yeah, that's your YouTube. You got to mute your
We got
YouTube.
echo.
I just had to mute him until he figures it out, though.
Who is that? Planet?
Yeah, that's probably
Planet. Just your YouTube that you came off of. Go back to it and mute that, because now you getting the playback from this and that.
He is good. I don't think it's.
okay.
I unmuted. There you go. What up, Planet? You good? You good now? You good? You good?
Okay.
What's up,
I
Planet?
had it playing on the laptop in the background, and that's probably what you guys heard.
Yeah, that's the shit happens. What's up, champ? How you doing tonight, bro?
I'm doing okay. Just listening to you guys chop it up. What I wanted to know and get you guys' opinion on how do I phrase this? it seems like everybody's, when you evaluate the 135-pound division, everything is being evaluated through the lens of what Tank Davis has done. So it seems like we look at it through that lens instead of evaluating who these fighters really are. Because it's like with Shakur, is he deserving of criticism? Yes. But at the same time, he's 27 years old. What kind of changes is he really going to be able to institute stylistically to become more pleasing? After a while, you are what you are, and the only thing you can really do is become a better version of what you are.
Go ahead. My bad.
What's that?
I think you're 100% right. I think we look at it from a one-track mind, and got to get off of that, dude. It's not fair because Tank operates on a different level. Go ahead, dog. My bad.
Yeah, because sometimes I don't think that when people evaluate Tank's fights, I mean, sometimes they miss the boat on that because the guy is not coming in there trying to win a fight on points. He's trying to get you up out of there, which is going to be the opposite of a Shakur's mindset and how he approaches, because he has below average power. So he's reliant on skill, reflexes, defense, things of that sort. But when we see Tank getting guys out of there, it seems like because I'll look at, I don't even like bringing up Devin Haney, but at the same time, going over the past 3 or 4 years, what has been the biggest conversation piece in regards to Devin Haney inside of the ring? Power. Guy doesn't have any power. Everybody wanted him to sit down on his punches, get with Blu-ray and all this and all that. Everything except become a better version of what he is and actually shore up the damn defensive deficiencies that even a novice like me noticed 3 years ago that are still present today. So I don't know. It's just like I just noticed that sometimes the conversation gets a little bit skewed by virtue of what one person is doing. And I think
Dude,
that's kind of a problem.
Great fucking points. Great delivery. Thank you for coming
Well,
up
at
here.
least you said the same thing I've been saying. 3
Yeah, it
years
needed
I've
to
been
be
saying
said.
how his deficiencies on defense were there. Yet every time I said it, I got called a hater. I didn't know what I was talking about. Oh, look how many titles he's won. Blah 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 blah. You know.
But I get you, bro, and I think these guys should focus on becoming better versions of themselves, whatever
So
themselves are, however it is, and we do have to stop looking at it like, can they fuck with Tank at 135? These guys, Tank should have to fight these guys, and I think Shakur earned himself a fight a long time ago. As soon as he got in 135. You know what I mean? I just talk a little bit of shit. I troll some people. Most of the time, people see me in chats popping big shit. I don't really mean it. You come here and check me out live and see what I really think about this shit.
Yeah,
You know
because
what I'm
it's
saying?
like, what's the
I'm with you,
argument?
dog.
Oh, it
I'm
was
with
like,
you.
what's the argument for Frank Martin's performance against Hartunian? I think that's how you pronounce his last name, as opposed to Shakur's. I remember distinctly Derrick James telling that dude in the corner around the 8th, 9th round, "You're gonna need a knockout to win." That's how that fight that's how that fight was going through the first 2/3. He didn't get a knockout, but the knockdown got him really what, a 1-point victory. It's probably like 6-6 in rounds with the knockdown. So I'm seeing people on the internet, even Frank Martin himself, with sleeping emojis, ironically. And I'm a Frank Martin fan, but dude, you're in no position to be critical for how Shakur did against Artem. I mean, because you were basically in life and death with the same guy that, to me, by 8th round, Shakur clearly outclassed.
Yeah, I thought Shakur outclassed him too, and I thought he did go life and death with old Frankie boy there. I think Frankie broke his eye too. I think Frank got a little punch to him.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
Frank got
Frank
some sauce.
Yeah, yeah,
Frank's a good
no,
fighter, and
you
that's
spot.
why
You
I
absolutely
judged
spot.
Artem. Go ahead, Thomas. That's why I judged Artem where I did. I knew this
You
was
have,
not going to get stopped. No way.
yeah, you absolutely spot on with everything you said. I think, and that's what his grandfather was trying to tell him. Be the very best representation of you. Like you put your punches together, you mix it up, you tap that body, you go back high, you tap that body, you go back high, you go back low, you get him out of there. You start putting punches together, and that's how you get him out of there. That's how you get to take the wheel for him to continue to compete away from him.
Right.
But
I'm a Shakur
back
guy,
in,
but I didn't not like the exchange
yeah,
I did not like that. You get 60 seconds, shut up and listen to what your damn grandfather is saying. You talking back or arguing with him, that's not gonna make the situation better. It's like Gary Russell Jr. said, your trainer, that's your eyes, that is your last line of defense. You have to have implicit trust in that guy. So what the hell are you doing arguing with the dude? That's your freaking grandfather.
Yeah. Do you know who Wally Moses coach? What Wally Moses is a coach of? He's the coach of the Olympians and shit. He coaches kids to get there. I think he knows what the fuck he's talking about.
I think
Just a
part of
little.
that, just bringing this up. I think part of that with Shakur not listening to his grandfather is Shakur trains with Bud and Bomac all the time. So how much of that is he putting into his game plan and not listening to his grandfather? He looks at Bud as his idol, you know, and let's face it, he spars with Bud. He does this with Bud. He does that with Bud. Then he goes back and his grandfather's in his corner.
They have fun, be
They were,
relaxed.
they were holding hands all the way up to the time of the fight in the dressing room. You didn't see that?
That's a fact. That's
They
damn near
were,
a
they were
fact.
down there hand in hand. Bud was fucking, yeah, they were resting their hands on the same fucking idea. They were neck and neck all night, dog.
well, I'll say this, William.
The whole shit.
If that is the case, then you look at them. I mean, he has to see the interaction between them. Bud listens to Bomac, and likewise, Andre always listened to his trainer. So, I mean, that's somebody that done guided you your whole way, done guided a lot of people to a lot of success. Dog. He's not telling you this because it's something that is, I mean, he said the most realest stuff. You can't just rely on the judges. You got to go out there and you got to put punches together.
Right.
I mean, and he argued that down. It's like he started to feel like I'm not going to be able to get him up out of here. So let me start making the excuse of why. And then he said he wants to survive. He was still there to be hit. You just wasn't letting your punches go.
Also, Thomas, here's the thing. You made a great point in regards to him hanging around Bud and Bomac, but only thing I would have to say is this. I saw the damn Jamel Herring fight. Why in the hell would Shakur Stevenson listen to anything Bomac has to say just off principle? Because after the second, third round in the corner, Bomac didn't have shit in terms of instructions for Jamel Herring. I mean, his brain had turned into mush. They had no adjustments, nothing that he could try to tell Jamel to implement to turn the tide of the fight. Because I'm sitting up here watching the fight with my lady, and after the second round, she's like, "Oh, this is over."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "Damn, let me give it another round." And I'm like, "Damn, girl, you right. This shit is done." And in the corner, Bomac is like Sling Blade. So why the hell is Shakur gonna listen to that dude?
Yeah.
Good grief.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I think
Because it's Bud's trainer. That's why.
Too many chefs in the kitchen. They got 3 trainers over there, but they train nothing but world-class fighters. So, I think you should
I don't
have
know
1
about.
trainer, 2 trainers,
Hey, I can't co-sign the 7-5. I don't know how you can get.
No.
I can't co-sign that. I'm sorry.
Gentlemen, I'm out of here, man. Have a great night. I got some work to do.
Be good, be safe, brother.
Man.
All right,
Tommy,
Tommy.
man.
Thanks for coming up,
Always
bro.
a pleasure, man.
My
Thank
pleasure.
you for stopping up.
7-5 is a hater card.
Appreciate you.
Continue.
Yeah, that's it's a big Tank fan probably.
Yeah.
I'm a big Tank fan too though.
I'm a
But
boxing fan, bro. I can't co-sign no
Shakur got to
7-5.
get that fight, dog. We gotta see it anyways. I'm sick and tired of all the
You
haters
could clearly see
picking,
separation between Shakur and Arden. It was clear.
picking all
But I
these
do believe
fucking
he
pure
won at least
boxers.
3.
Go ahead,
I
bro.
know he won 1, and I gave him, I think, 3. And then there was 7, no, 8, 9 that he could have won.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
that's
but
it.
everything else
7,
was all
8, 9.
Shakur.
I don't know. I think he arguably 1, 2, and 3. I gave him definitely 1 and 3. 2's a swing round.
1 and 3.
Yeah. 2.
I gave him
Two's a
1 and 3
swing.
too.
I gave him 1 and 3. 7, 8, 9 were swings also, but in 8 and 9, Shakur didn't. He threw some
Do
punches.
nothing.
I
Yeah.
might be mixing it up. I think like in the later rounds, he wasn't throwing as many punches as I'd like it, especially if you're telling your grandpa what you're telling him on national fucking TV, dog.
Yeah,
I
that was
mean,
a bad
come on,
look.
bro. You
Yeah.
gotta throw some punches, and that just gives the haters fuel. That gives all these guys all the fucking fuel they need to have to talk
Oh, wait
shit
a minute.
and
We
say
got royalty in the house.
and say,
Mrs. Just Do. She came in saying, William, guess what?
yes,
Keyshawn. He looked good to her. You like when my man picked him up and carried him around the room?
That was a good
That
fight.
was crazy. That was crazy. It was a
Keyshawn,
whole lot of stuff going on in that fight that the ref ought to be
Hi,
ashamed
Miss
about.
Just Do. Where's Andy Cruz?
I think Keyshawn fights dirty. Yeah, where's Andy Cruz? But I thought Keyshawn
Yo,
shows great punch selection, punch
yo,
placement. He was teeing off on Buddy. I think Buddy
yo.
had a Teflon beard, and that's why
Yeah,
he
he had
knocked out.
Teflon in that beard for sure.
He's
Because
gonna
he
have
was
to have a
getting
quick
cracked.
turnaround.
Yeah.
Get right
Shakur
back in
kind of
there.
dispensed. He did one of the things that I thought Benavidez did when he fought Plant. Dispensed with the jab, and after like the 8th round, where the hell did the body punching go?
Exactly. That's how you slow him down. He was
I don't know,
operating
dog.
beautifully to the body too.
Hey, let Miss Just Do come up if she wants.
Yeah, let Miss Just Do come up.
Of course she can come up.
No
Ain't no
jabs.
excuse.
I got it this time. Don't even trip.
The
I
link
got
is
it this time.
pinned, dog.
Oh, it's
The link
pinned.
is pinned. KB, what's happening, champ?
That's who need to come up. The guy, he was
That's the shit.
ringside
Yes,
shorty. That's
indeed. Let my
ringside
guy come
shorty.
up. Both of them. Let them both come up.
Yeah, the king and the queen. Come on
It's
up here.
there. The link is there, dog.
I know. I
They
trust you,
probably
baby.
been out. They probably been out a long night, bro. I'd be fuck that live. I ain't. I'm just saying, dog. You know what I mean? I probably just tap in. I probably wouldn't even have typed shit. I would have
Tap in.
just been shadow watching.
Tap in. Well, in case they want to do more than just tap in, I'm gonna put it right there for them in plain sight, right below
He's
them.
there, man. Yo,
Like Big Dre said, I'm gonna be a co-host on every damn show tonight on YouTube. We gonna get it popped like the mother
Big Dre, you
4th
can
of
hit the
July.
link too.
Yeah,
Big Dre know he can hit the link,
It's in there. The link is pinned. I don't know. It's right here. Here, I'll hit it.
and it's there for Miss Joette. You definitely can come up there
dog.
because she said I was a fame whore. Oh my God, she did dirty. She did me dirty. Did me dirty.
No.
Yeah, but as far as go ahead.
If there's anybody who's a fame whore, it's got to be Dub Right Side. I ain't never seen a guy jump a link so fast in my damn life.
Respectfully.
And
Right
that's
side, my
why
guy.
he gets all fired up because I call him Scrub Right Side.
People love
You know?
Dodson, dog.
That's my guy, though, bro. I like Dub.
That's my guy. Yeah, I love me some Doug.
And then he'll do a 4-hour live about your live.
Hey,
Hey.
people love to talk shit about this boxing. We all
The
love it, man. I
voice.
don't mind it. What up, KB? What's happening, champ?
What's good, brother? What's going on?
What's
Dying to,
happening?
dying to hear what my guy, my resident Shakur guy, got to say.
Y'all junkies still doing up, man.
Hey
Yeah,
man,
we just
we
talking.
watched the big fight.
William says, I want to go live for 30 minutes and fucking laugh at people for not picking Conceição. So,
Oh, nah, they
that's why
bogus.
we're here.
I'm liable to find him and beat his ass and take the belt
No,
back.
man. Look, I was
Just
I
honest
was
opinion on that fight.
William picked Conceição, that's why.
no, it ain't even
I'll take
about
it by any
that, bro.
means necessary.
Look,
Right.
right off the bat, the first thing I thought of when they started fighting was, my God, he looks terrible. This ought to be an easy win for Foster. Then I kept waiting on Foster to let his hands go. I'm like, where's he going to let his hands go? Punch here, punch there. Because Seychelles just coming ahead. He might not be hitting shit, but he's throwing punches. Foster, what is he doing? Backing off. He's not throwing punches. And the whole time I'm like, I can't give this dude no rounds. I just couldn't. I couldn't figure out a way to give him a freaking round. And then, I'm waiting. I'm watching towards the end of the fight, and I'm like, people are going to scream when they get this decision. Because I knew what was coming.
Yo, so what you think about the Shakur fight, though, big dog? That's really what I want to hear. And we're only supposed to be live for 30 minutes.
So we gonna take this 30 minutes right
They had
now.
my man shocked and everybody to cry tonight. They bogus, man. We got to put hands with somebody. I don't Conceição just didn't win to me at all. I was his fourth time fighting for the title. He tried to make it about his daughter. I ain't trying to hear that shit. You lost, dude. Every time he fight for a title, he leave way too much in the ring. And they gave him one tonight. I really wish I could have found him in the tunnel somewhere. I swear to God, I told him, you know you didn't win. You, your team, y'all bogus. Y'all celebrating the fact that y'all just robbed somebody. I ain't trying that shit. That shit made me mad as hell. Shock could have did more, but fuck that.
Fight
He
looked
still
terrible.
won.
Yeah,
I think he got treated the same way Jermaine Ortiz did in that Tio fight.
Right. I wonder if
so
the
much
weight
more.
starting to bother him at all. Do he need to just
It
go up?
Yeah, he's shaving. He's shaving.
Just, I told everybody they gave him that fight
Dropping it
strictly
small,
on aggression. I don't think they counted one punch. If you watch the punch stats, which you did because you were there, but we all were watching what they were calling the punch stats, and I'm like, what the fight are they watching? Because they sure ain't watching this fight. They had the punch stats so far off it wasn't even funny.
Punch stats were crazy.
Nah, did you see how many punches he didn't land? Like his percentage was horrible. There's no way he won the fight, yo. They put them punch stats up there, and it just completely contradicted the decision, yo. That shit is crazy. That's a highway robbery. I'm liable to write
on that, but do you think the inactivity? Do you think the inactivity played a role in that though?
Inactivity?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll continue to tell these young fighters, know the judges that you got for your fight. Know who's judging your fight and know how they judge fights and what they score good for.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Yeah, it's one of the
Especially
only
in
ways you can
championship
combat
runs.
it. It's only
He wasn't
one way.
throwing
That's the
punches.
only way. Only way you can combat it. Yeah, but no round is worth any more than another round. The first round is worth the same the 12th is, and every round in between. You can't give more points for that.
Yeah, no doubt.
When you think you're ahead and
What's up, Big
comfortably
Dre?
ahead, what's going on, fellas?
How you doing,
I'm sorry,
Tim?
I should have said hello.
You
when I
good,
came
bro?
in.
You good, man? It's late.
We know
dog.
your voice, baby boy. Go on and talk.
This is a pop-up live.
But when you think you are comfortably ahead in a fight and you want to take off a round, and you are not as far ahead as you think you are, you take off this round, and then you get tired, and now you have to take off a round. Now you 2 rounds down when you thought you were 3 rounds ahead. You know, it's and just because you leaving it in the hands of the judges, that's just a recipe for disaster. You go out there and you putting your fight in somebody else's hands, and everybody talking about, Shakur tonight. Did he help his cause? He couldn't help his cause any more tonight. Fighting Artem is just because of his opponent. He didn't go out there. He didn't stop him. And Shakur just has average power. I mean, he can put somebody on their butt, and he has shown that he can stop people. But if you get out there and you're relying on just purely outpointing somebody, everybody know your fights are boring. I joked all week long about having to have a 5-hour energy and a cold Red Bull so I could watch the whole fight.
Oh, I thought it was a good fight though.
It was a good fight. It's what we
I
expect.
tell you what. I noticed people make a big deal about his power, right? I want anybody, for the life of me, anybody enlighten me as to why Artem was in survival mode for a guy that can't punch. I need to know. I need to know why he spent from about round, I think it was like 7 or 8 on, like moving.
Body shots hurt like a bitch. Can't no man stand up to no
those body shots did have me
because
spinning out of it.
I'm not seeing what people are saying. I'm hearing fans, but when I see somebody fight him, it looked like something bothering him. My bad.
And listen, truth be told, Shakur doesn't have to impress or do none of that shit. If he just stay where
and
he's
them body
at, bro,
shots was hurt. Sending his ass back. My biggest critique: not enough offense.
Yeah,
not enough offense. That performance don't beat Tank either. So
no, it
so
don't.
for the people that want to, I know how they gonna ask. No, it don't beat Tank. Nah, it don't.
No. Nobody
You're
asking
the
that,
realest dude in this shit, dog. You're the realest dude in this shit. And
ain't nobody asking that, bro. But you didn't. Were you close enough to hear?
Fucking time, dog. It's
Hey,
always a buck.
Were you close enough to hear
the commentary?
Yeah, the commentary between him and his grandpa.
No, I was. I know it was a lot of chatter going on between them two. He's talking.
You get a chance to watch it back, man. Just listen to what his grandpa is telling him and what he's telling his grandpa in return, man. That right there was a difference in him possibly getting him up out of there or making the ref stop it, and him not. I mean, he was giving him sound advisement, man, and like he was combating it.
Yeah, that's
His grandpa should have treated him like he was in the gym, slapped him upside his damn head, and said, "Listen to me, boy." Oh, I'm sorry. That's.
You know what? You know what he said to his
more
grandpa,
body work, a little more offense for sure. Defense is always going to be what it is, but it's the offense that I think. I think his offense is just good right now. He needed to be better than that.
Yeah, he said if I don't stop Artem, I should quit boxing in like the 4th round, like on national TV.
Yeah, he was saying a lot of stuff that they're gonna take advantage of on Twitter and everything, man, because
like
he was giving them sound bites.
Loud and clear. Everybody on national TV seen him say, if I don't stop Artem, I should straight up quit boxing, like that to his grandpa. Wally was like, stop it, bro. Use your fucking jab and it will come.
And that's the thing. Shakur,
he told him to work the body.
A game.
He tripled up on his punches, worked the body, then come back up. He was giving him sound advisement, man. He was just bucking against it. I've never seen that before.
Oh yes, you have.
Yeah, they were chippy, man. That was.
I ain't gonna lie. If I'm Shakur's grandfather, I'm gonna tell him straight up: am I your trainer or not? Are you gonna listen to me or not? Because if you're not gonna listen to me, why am I even there?
You gotta kind of understand the dynamic of their relationship. Like what y'all telling me is no surprise. Like I said, I know somebody that be in the gym watching them work, and that sometimes the guy is able to tell the trainers what he see before they see it. So it's not something new. That's something they do in the gym. I don't think it's like a matter of him not trying to listen to him, but sometimes he's actually in there, and of course sometimes you're gonna see different shit. I mean, but again, to your point, Will, am I your trainer or not? So if I tell you I see something, then you gotta trust and believe that I see it, and you gotta go out there and execute. I mean, That could be the difference in between stopping a guy or just finishing 12 rounds, like you said.
Right, you got to be able to trust your trainer. If you don't trust your trainer, why do you have it?
He's more than a trainer, though. That's
I
a
don't think
grandpa.
it's that he don't trust them. No, I just think it's real shit. Sometimes you see different stuff, different shit.
Yeah, but your
I'll say
trainer.
this though, man. As long as you don't put yourself in a situation by not listening, I hate to see that. You know what I'm saying? But again, like you said, man, the difference between stopping this dude and going the distance could have been you just following instructions instead of feeling like you know it all.
Listen,
Yeah, but look,
if you've ever checked out, Coach Calvin in the corner when Tank is not paying attention, he snap his fingers a couple times and say, "Look at me," and bring him back. I mean, if you think you better than Tank, you need to keep thinking, because I've seen Tank lose focus, and Coach Calvin brings him back, and you have to listen to your trainer. It's just a matter of focus.
Pretty imperative. Shit, dude, my thing's about to die any second here. I didn't even know it. I just
yeah, bro, I need to get off of here, dude. I
Oh,
got to
man,
try and go to
God
work
damn,
with
man,
my son tomorrow for a little bit. I've been off for days
For
now.
sure. Are you still on the road?
Hot.
Oh, just out.
Get the hell out of here.
one at a time here. One at a time. Say your goodbyes. Peace out. Fellas, it's all love, peace, and blessings over here. I'm glad y'all came to kick it with your two fucking angry, crazy white boys. We love y'all. Have a great fucking night. Peace.
Peace,
Frequent,
everybody.
I'm gonna wrench
Thank
you up.
y'all.
Give me 1 second, Frequent. Peace. Be good and safe, y'all.
Okay, well, I guess it is 2:00 in the morning, so y'all have a good night.